Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Aquaraholics page. My name's Ann with Aware Art Studios, and today I think what I'd like to do is a dirty flip cup. This is an old canvas. It's pretty cracked and pitted, and it's got some pretty intense textures on it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can do a dirty flip cup on this canvas here today. So let me turn this light on because the lighting in here is pretty atrocious. I hope you can see that. This canvas, or this camera here, is going to be the one I'm focusing on for comments. This one is just for my page, Aware Art Studios. So, like I said, I'd like to say good morning and welcome to the mud pit. We're going to try not to make mud today, but you never know. Sometimes we're successful at that and sometimes we're not. So I'm just coming close to the camera because this is where I have my pre-mixed paints. Thinking about what I want to do. I have this beautiful kind of a turquoise green, medium deep green color. I think we'll use that. That's pretty. That's a light turquoise color. You see that? Light turquoise color. Medium green color. Oh. That one's not looking very good, is it? It's kind of looking pretty yucky in there. Let's see if we can stir that up and get it to looking kind of chunky in there, and I'm wondering if that isn't Floetrol that's done that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use that one today, ladies and gents. I think we may let that one dry and clean out the cup. Okay, so what else do we have in the blues and greens family? We have this lovely dark blue, and it is lovely. It's I think it's phthalo blue mixed with a little Payne's gray, and it is gorgeous. Yeah, I know I just contaminated it. It's okay, guys. This is experimental. This canvas is probably not the greatest canvas for this. So, come on, folks. I need some watchers. Where's my commenters? Where are my watchers? Saturday morning. What's everybody doing? Whoops. We throw a little dark purple in with that? What do you think? I'm not talking to anybody because there's nobody there yet. I think maybe throw a little dark purple in with that. Okay. And some dark brown. Earth color. See, that's got, it's kind of looking funky because it had a lot of air bubbles in it and it's sort of separated out. See if I can mix it back up to a nice consistency here. Can you see that? I do want to make sure that you can see that. So the paint stands on the stick, and then look at how it pours like syrup, like chocolate syrup out of a squeeze bottle. See that? That's the perfect consistency. Okay? So if your paints aren't doing that, you need to mix it so that it does do that. Now, I do have a pale purple that I really like. It's called Lavender. It's an Artist Loft color. Checking the consistency of this. Checking the consistency of this. It's just a hair too thick. So we're going to add some pouring medium to it. Just about a teaspoon. That's it. Consistency is perfect. Just perfect. See that? Just like chocolate squeezing out of a squeeze bottle, okay? Now, we need something that's going to make all of this pop. I think we've got the lavender, and I think we've got this turquoise blue green color. We've got two darks, and we've got two basically mediums. Now, let's check and ask ourselves, do we have opaques and transparents? Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, this is lavender. This has been mixed with a white of some sort. It is opaque. You can't see through it. This one is transparent. Phthalo makes it a transparent color. This one, let me get my stir stick here, is what's called dioxazine purple, and it is a transparent. Okay, so we've got we've got two transparents. This is Earth. This is called Earth by Ceramicoat, or maybe it's Craftsmart. Anyway, that's not a transparent, that's an opaque. So we've got two opaques and two transparents. This one is not a pure color. It's called turquoise, Artist Loft turquoise. This color right here is not transparent, it is opaque. And it's awful thick, so we're going to thin that down a little bit. That's pretty good. That's still a little bit, now it's a little on the thin side. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more paint to that. This is already pre-mixed. That's just to make sure we have enough. Anyway, this is opaque, okay? I'm thinking that might be a little thin. A lot of the way that I tell my paint is ready to go is by the way it feels on the stick, okay? So that's feeling a little bit thin to me, so I'm going to grab some more turquoise here and mix it. Sorry, this isn't Artist Loft. This is Hobby Lobby's. It's called Acrylic The Fine Touch. So we're going to go ahead and put a little bit more paint in there. That should be enough. Let's check it and see. Oh, hi, who's there? I can't see the comments. Glad to see ya. Okay, now that's feeling much better on the stick, okay? So when I say it's feeling much better on the stick, what I mean is there's a little resistance. There's a little resistance. It sits up on the stick, and then, oh, maybe it's too thick. Yeah, it's a little thick. So we'll put a little bit of more pouring medium in. That's about a half a teaspoon. That's eyeballed, but it's about a half a teaspoon. Get this mixed well. Alright, now it's starting to have a little resistance on the stick. It's still looking a little bit gloopy. I don't like gloopy. Another half a teaspoon. This pouring medium is Elmer's Glue All and water. It's 3 parts glue to 1 part water. So if I use, let's say I use 12 ounces of glue, I'm going to use 4 ounces of water, right? It's really simple. But I mix mine by the gallon, so, alright, I think that's going to have to work for that one. Get this out of the way. And then we have our blue-green. It's a really more of a green, but it's dark. This is also, I would call this one a semi-transparent. It's not transparent and it's not opaque. I'm going to say that this is a semi-transparent, okay? Alright, now I'm going to move these out of the way for just a minute here. And I'm going to get my mixing cups. So for this canvas, it'd probably take, if we're going to do dirty flip cups, it's probably going to take 4 cups. These are 4-ounce cups, I believe. Okay, so we're going to do 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you know what? We're going to only do 3. I'm going to spray them with some water-resistant silicone lubricant from WD-40, and the reason that I'm spraying them is to make the paint come out of the cup cleanly, so that it's not so hard to wash when I'm done, because I wash these and reuse them. So I'm just making sure it spreads around the cup edges, so it's not all sitting on the bottom, okay? Alright, now I think I probably am gonna use, do I want to use white or do I want to use, yeah, let's use white. Give me a second, I'll be right back. I gotta refill my white cup. My white bottle needs to be refilled. Okay, so I'm going to show you this too. I mix my white by the gallon as well. So when I mix my glue, if I use a gallon, typically I'll end up with 1 gallon and 2/3 of pouring medium. If I mix my pouring medium, my glue is 1 gallon, it's going to be 1 gallon and 2/3 all together after it's all mixed. If I start with a whole gallon of glue, then by the time I've mixed it down to my 3-to-1 ratio, I have a whole gallon plus another gallon and 2/3 plus, no, 1 gallon and 2/3 of a gallon, okay? So I end up with 2 of them about this full. So then when these are empty, I mix my white in them. And I mix it by the gallon as well. So then my pouring medium gets added to my white at a 2-to-1 ratio. So my white has 1 part white to 2 parts pouring medium. Okay? Understand that? Let me check here and make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. I am not a camera fan, so let's see if I can figure out if there's any way to make comments. Well, that's not it, so we'll just leave it the way it is. Okay, I can't see any comments, but we're going to go ahead and start this. Okay, so I've got my white. Now typically, everybody uses a white in the bottom of their cup, but you don't have to use white. You could use any color. I think that as long as it's an opaque color, it would probably be fine. Now I haven't tried that technique to test it regularly, but I have tried the technique and it seems to work just fine as long as it's an opaque color. Anything that's mixed with white is probably going to be heavier density weight-wise than the transparent sister of it. So if this was transparent and you mixed it with white, it would then become heavier than the transparent sister of it because white weighs more in density than the transparent sister. Okay, so this one, having said all of that, this lavender here is opaque, right? So it's basically dioxazine purple mixed with white to a consistency that achieves a beautiful color. That's being said, and I have another one mixed here too, so we may end up needing both of these. I'm pretty sure we're going to, so we'll just keep that one out here with the lid on it. Okay, so having said that, I'm going to use purple in the bottom just because, well, hell, it's my painting and I can. Okay. I think that artists, part of the ability to create is to throw out the rule book and say why not instead of why can't I, say why not. Okay, so I've put some of that lavender color in. Now I'm going to add, ooh, I think this will be pretty. We're going to add the transparent, not because it's transparent, but because I think it'll be pretty. One of the things you want to kind of keep an eye in mind is when you marry these colors together, they're going to come out of the cup and they're going to blend on the canvas. They're also blending in the cup. Okay? So when this lavender and this blue go together, when they come together to mix, it's going to be a pretty striking effect. How the hell did I get blue all over me? Anyway, okay. So now I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this blue-green color. This, I don't know what it's called. It's not Hooker's Green. It's a medium deep green added to some primary green, I think is what it is. Okay, so... and then we're going to put an opaque in, and we're going to do a light color. It's got quite a bit of air bubbles in there. It still seems like it's a little thick to me. I'm going to go ahead and put some more pouring medium in it. That time was a little more than a teaspoon. Can you share that I have a live? Hi, Donna! Would you please share that I'm live with the rest of the group? All your groups that are Pouraholics. All right, now for Miss Donna's favorite color. She loves purples, so I mixed the lavender. Now I'm going to put the deep purple in. I don't know what y'all are up to today, but I know that Rio and Sace were supposed to come on this morning, and I actually was laying in bed thinking about it and thinking, do I really want to get up and watch their morning one, or do I want to wait and watch the evening one? But I don't think that Rio and Sace are going to be on today. So having said that, I guess I thought, well, why not? I'll just do my own. Why not? I've never been live before, but, you know, got to try new things. Okay, so this is my, what they call earth color. This is, like I said, it's either a Ceramicoat or a Craftsmart, and I got it in a 32-ounce jug. So I mixed it with my pouring medium. Holy crap, I'm making a hell of a mess here. Excuse my language. So I don't know who's all watching, but dang it, Donna, share with all the friends, all our friends, so that we can play in this mud pit together. Because, well, it's, you know, mud pits are fun, but it's a hell of a lot funner if you are playing with everybody else. Okay, so, not that one. Sorry. That's too peachy for my taste today. So we're going to add some of this really gorgeous sand color. Stir it up here, get it mixed nice and... None of these, I think, the only color that actually has silicone in it, and it's not silicone, I use dimethicone, so it doesn't have silicone, it has dimethicone, but that's a subsidiary, whatever. This is what's called sand, and this is another one of those Craft Smart in a 32-ounce jug. Okay, so... Alright, now I'm gonna show you the cup, because, well, gee, you're the only one here, and I can. Can you see that? Can you see it? It's doing some pretty amazing stuff already. I know that this light right here doesn't help. Can you see that? Yeah, it is pretty, isn't it? It's going to be gorgeous. Okay, so now we're going to do our second layer. And because I already put this color in, we can go ahead and do it, our sand color. We can go ahead and do our second layer. Alright, so I'm going to go with the, let's call this a Viridian green, because I don't know, for the lack of a better color term. We'll call it a Viridian green. Man, that lavender is... I did a purple pour the other day, and I did the dioxazine purple. And I'll show you that in a minute. I did the dioxazine purple and this lavender color. And I coated the canvas with the dioxazine purple. And then I just took strings of this lavender color and poured on it. And it has the effect. And then I did little touches of orange, neon orange in it, and it has the effect of looking like lightning bolts flashing across the sky. It's cooler than heck, man. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, yeah, let's do that turquoise. I like that color a lot. And then we'll do the dark blue. And there's cells, some beautiful cells happening in the cup already. So Donna, is it the addiction of just watching somebody else paint? Or is it the addiction of seeing what's on the canvas when you flip the cup? Or is it both? Okay, that's the end of that one from the mud pit. Alright, now, so we've done pink and turquoise and purple and that and this and that. Okay, let's do this brown. Now I'm winging it here, obviously. Go ahead and do some more of this here. Oh God, if you could see that cup, you'd just be drooling. Okay, so this one's down. And another one's gone, another one's gone, another one bites the dust. I'm sorry, can't sing worth a shit, but that's okay, I have fun anyway. Alright, now then, I'm going to put a little bit more of this chocolate brown. I think, did I just put chocolate brown in? I think I did. Okay, we'll go with this Viridian green, do the last of it. If you notice, this cup's a little bit not quite as full as the other one, the other two. So we'll go ahead and get that one up there where it needs to be. So I thought I'd try today just to only have silicone in one cup. And I think that's going to work really well because I can tell by these cups that there's going to be plenty of cell action going on here. I'm going to put a little more turquoise in because I like the turquoise and purple together. There's just something about it that is soothing and calming to me. Last of the turquoise in there. And I think we'll go with a little more of this deep dioxazine purple. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right. Okay, I think we're ready to do the flip part of this flip cup thing. I'm going to get my hands cleaned off a little bit. Oh, that's right. Your stuff is packed up. You're getting ready to move, huh? I'm so sorry that you can't be creative. I suppose if I couldn't be creative, I'd be watching lots of videos too. So at least there are the videos that you can connect with us that way. A sip of coffee because coffee is necessary for everything in life. Either coffee or alcohol. All right, now, I'm ready to do this, but let me just preface this by saying I have never done it this way before. So we're either going to have one hell of a mess or we're going to have one hell of an amazing deal. Yes, coffee. Yes, coffee is necessary, even if it's on the lukewarm side. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh, look at that. Damn, that's wicked cool. Damn. Okay, well, I didn't do the flip part of that one very well, but the colors on there are really gorgeous, just so you know. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let them sit for a minute. Drain the color out of the cups. Can you see that, ladies? I'm going to tip it up just a little bit so you can see the... Yeah, I can try to. I can try to. It's kind of precarious here. Let me unlock the... So this is all new. I've never been live before. This is all brand new to me. So let's see. That better? That's better, I think. Let's go with that for now. Okay, can you see it now? Move this stuff out of the way so you're not getting a zoom in of the tips of the bottles. Okay, I need you to tell me if you can see it better now. Is the light a problem? Oh, good, Donna. I'm glad you can see it better. Okay. You see my beautiful coffee cup over here. So in another life, a long time ago, I've been retired for about 5 years, but I used to be a union carpenter who worked primarily on high-rise construction up and down the I-5 corridor on the West Coast. So I've worked in Seattle and Portland and not LA, but San Francisco and all points in between. So I did that for 35 years, and then I decided one day that my body had just been beaten the hell out of, and it was time to do something different. So this is, you know, I played in paint for all of my life, but this is, I finally said, okay, I'm going to drag it back out again and try it all over again. And then I happened to watch a video. And now I am a pouraholic. Hi, my name's Ann, and I'm a pouraholic. Oh, God. All right, so I don't like, the tapping on the cup and all that kind of stuff. I like to just, because that could become part of the painting. If I told you already that this was something we were just playing with it. So I'm not worried too much about it, but you never know. Somebody might decide they like it and want to buy it. Anyway, so I like to clean the cup as best I can. Now, having said, we put the little bit of silicone in there. That's just to help the paint flow out of the cup. So, and it actually does pretty well. So I'm going to set that aside in case I need it, which I probably won't, but in case I do. All right, here we go for this one. I hope you can see this, because these colors are just amazing. Yeah, and you can see every one of them, the definition, the cells. I didn't put anything in other than the little bit of silicone that I sprayed the cup with just to help the paint flow out better. So I didn't put anything, there's one color, the one color that had the silicone in it was, I think it was the phthalo blue. Yeah, I think that's what it was. So, okay, we'll set that one aside. And last one, here we go. Oh my God. You see that color run out of the cup? Holy crap. So all I have underneath this is just a piece of freezer paper, and the reason is because this canvas is too big to fit on a, any of the metal, the aluminum trays or any of that kind of stuff, and I don't have a big washing machine tray like Anne-Marie, or like Ann Osborne does, or a big table like Rio Ceres, so I just do what I can with what I've got. Now, this is just beautiful, and I wish that I could bring the camera over here and show it to you, and then put the camera back over there, but I'm afraid that, yeah, that's probably not a good idea. I will work on my techniques, though. Okay, so I see some air bubbles here. I want to get rid of the air bubbles. So we're going to put some heat on it to get rid of the air bubbles. Did I get them all? I think I got them all. So I use a heat gun instead of a torch because, well, I don't know. It's just what I'm used to, I guess. Old school like that. Keep it simple, silly. That'd be me. All right, we're tilting. Now I love this over here. This is gorgeous. It's all gorgeous. So I'm going to try really hard to just do as minimal amount of tilting as necessary to cover the canvas. And then when it starts to go over the edge, I'm going to give it a little help. And then I'm going to pull it back so that I can save as much of that as I can. Look at the size of those cells. Holy crap. I'm not doing it fast. I'm just doing it kind of slow. Trying to help it over the edge here. I'm just pulling paint from the edge that's already there because it helps it to come over. If it's got paint already there, it tends not to fold the edge over. It more runs than it folds. You know what I'm saying? So the edge, if it's dragging, it will roll over itself, and you'll lose the cells, and you'll lose the lines, and all of that. So if you have a little bit of paint there for it to meld with or marry, we use that term, marry, to, then it doesn't fold over so badly. You see that? You see that? It's really stunning. And that brown in there, I was worried about it, You almost don't see hardly any of the lavender. This almost looks like copper, and I think that when look at this, looks like mother. It's starting to look like a mother of pearl in the center there. I think that we may do. I do have some copper here mixed up, and we may do some copper lines, some ribbons. Copper ribbons is what everybody refers to them as, copper ribbons. And I think that that would be really pretty. I think I'm going to have some really nice runoff for jewelry as well. I don't do too much jewelry because my hands as a carpenter don't work the way they used to because I beat the hell out of them. Having said that, I do try to make jewelry when my hands aren't hurting so bad I can't stand it. Okay, I think we're going to tilt it this way a little bit. See if we can get this running down here. Sorry, I'm not trying to be I think this would really super lend itself to some ribbons of copper. Okay, so having said that, let's center it back up and see if we like what it's doing here. Okay. Get my hands cleaned up a little bit. You still with me? I got two of you. So I know Donna's on. Who else is on? Can you see this very well now? I'm going to try to bring it over a little bit. I know it's going to make a hell of a mess, but I'm going to bring it over so you can see. Now, and I'm going to point to some things that I want you to focus on when I get it over there so you can see it. So right here, I've got, how many colors did I use, ladies? I've got 4, 5, 6 colors. I used 6 colors. Okay, right here, I have a 6-colored cell. I can see every color that I used. I have lavender, turquoise, brown, purple, sand, the dark blue, and the green blue, all in that cell right there. Okay, so when you, one of the things I think is important is when you're getting cells, if you're looking for cells, that's what you're you're aiming for. Obviously, you want aesthetics. It needs to be pleasing to the eye. But the other thing is, if you're really good, the number of colors you can count in a cell, to me, is an acknowledgement of how good you are at creating a pattern that's pleasant. So you pick the colors. Can you see that? So you pick the colors. I know there's a hell of a, I'm sure there's a hell of a glare on there. But you pick the colors because you like them, because you think they're going to be pleasant to the eye. Look at the center of that. Can you see the center of that? How it's kind of dulling out a little bit, but it's also doing this like opal, like Koroite opal, where so it's like a rock that has veins of opal in it. Okay, now we're going to do some, we're going to go ahead and do some copper. I didn't put any metallics in here, so we're going to go ahead and throw some metallics in here now. Do I want to pour any of this off? Do I want to pour it? So if I pour some of that off, will I lose this beautiful blue up here? Because I don't want to. And if I pour this off, this being this right here, I'll lose this beautiful blue, and I don't want to do that. I think we're just going to leave it alone. Okay? So, but I am going to put some, move a little closer to you, and I am going to put some copper on it. I have, my copper is pre-mixed. It's Artist Loft copper. Nothing fancy. Pouring medium. Look at that. Gorgeous. You see that? That is perfect. Okay, now, how do I want to do it? Do I want to do it big, fat? Yeah, maybe some big fat lines. Let's do, see if we can come right off of this right here and bring it in and down right through there and end it out here. Well, let's try it. Okay, so I'm going to start off of the canvas so that I can see where it's going to go, and I want my flow to be smooth. So we're going to start off of the canvas. We don't want drips. We want our flow to be smooth. Okay, now I'm worried a little bit that that's going to settle in there. And then there's a line that comes from here all the way over. And you can see it there. I think I'm going to try to enhance that, and I'm going to start over here. Nice. Remember, we're starting off of our canvas so that we can control where it goes. Now, we don't want to ruin that line. We just want to accent. And go back over that a little bit thicker right in there. And just want to accent that line. Enhance it. Okay. And then to balance out, I love this lavender right here, so I think what we'll do is we'll come in here and come in and bring it down, okay? Okay, now I know that a lot of that is going to sink through. That's okay. Now I'm going to tilt a little bit so that it looks like instead of being poured there, it was part of the pour. Just tilting very little bits. I think we need another one right here. We've got some pretty cool symmetry going on. This I like. I'd like to see that be a little thicker, but maybe we'll drop one in here. But I think we need something over here to really enhance, because we've got this really cool, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll take it in right here and bring it over. Okay, so off the canvas again. Lost it. Damn it. That's all right. And then what do we got over here that we'd like to highlight? Let's do this right here, because this copper looks awfully pretty right next to the blue. Okay, and I know tomorrow when this dries it's going to look a lot different, but right now I think it's pretty damn amazing. I'm going to put a little bit of heat on it again. So bear with me while I make a lot of noise. Okay. Okay, that's it, kids. Let me see. Give me a minute, guys, and I'll take you off of the stand and show you. See if I can get you close. Okay, let's see if I can do this without tearing everything apart and creating collapses and stuff. Alright, I'm going to flip the camera. Sorry. Hi. Okay, here we go. Get my big fat fingers out of the way. First, let's give you an up. I can't get the whole thing in there. There's no, oh, they're almost the whole thing. Okay, so that's pretty. But let's go down here and look at. Alright, get over here to the edge. And I'm sure this is making you all dizzy. I appreciate that dizziness. And now you can see the copper in there. You can see what I mean about the 6 colored cells. See the cells in there? Look it up here. I think this is just gorgeous. And look at the off the canvas over there is just as pretty as this lavender part right here. Right there. Yeah, that's pretty, 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 pretty. This part, that purple right there, beautiful cell action going on. Okay. Very nice. You can see the copper in there. Very lovely. Very lovely. The composition is really pretty. The colors, which I was a little bit concerned about, turned out really nicely. I think that, well, that's interesting right there. Look at that. That's interesting. And I like the way the copper is edging it very nicely. And of course there's that lavender there. Alright, girls and boys. Thanks for coming to play in the mud pit with me today. I'll send you all a notification next time I go live. And have fun and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Not Sunday, Saturday. Thanks. Alright, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Well, I will show it to you once it's dry. Good night. Whatever. Afternoon. Bye, ladies. Thanks. Come on.